Nope, it's not because you're not 6 feet tall with six-pack abs and a thick wallet. But let's say you are meeting women, you're engaging with them, and maybe you're even going on dates. But before long, she's not messaging as often, or her texts are getting shorter, or maybe she's even ghosted you. You feel her pulling away, so you panic. You try harder because you think it's something you did wrong. Finally, she says, "You're such a nice guy, let's be friends." Is it her or is it you? Let's look at if it's her. Sadly, because of feminism and social conditioning, many women believe that they are higher value than they actually are. Which brings us to number 1. She's delusional about her value. She's delusional about what she actually brings to the table. Now, this tends to apply more to younger women because they've had more conditioning from a younger age. But sometimes older women can buy into this dogma and think their mate don't stink. They think they're queens, but really they're just acting like spoiled princesses. And they continuously get support from other women who don't call them out on bad behavior, but instead support them no matter what. Listen, ladies, if you're watching this, you're not doing each other any favors. You need to call each other out on bad attitudes and nasty behaviors. If you wouldn't want it done to you by your girlfriend, don't do it to a guy. And fellas, if this is her attitude, that she thinks she's better than she actually is, she might be stringing you along while looking for other options that she or her friends think is better. Now, if you're at this stage and you're not sure if she is stringing you along or playing hard to get, then watch my video on that topic. I'll put a link at the end. 2. She's in her Chad phase. Depending on how old she is or what stage of life she's in, she might be in her pump and dump stage or phase. Now, mostly this is, again, younger women who have been indoctrinated into the idea that this is women's liberation and it's good for them, even though it's not so good for them. But that's a topic for another video. Let me know if you want me to do another video on that. But it's not just younger women who are in their Chad or Tyrone phase. Sometimes it's older women who've just come out of a long-term relationship or divorce and they need to sow their wild oats. And again, especially in the younger generation, promiscuity is actually encouraged because even though slut shaming is shunned by feminists, they also don't want to be shunned by their friends. So if they encourage their friends to do it, they can do it too, and then they don't have to acknowledge what their biology is telling them. Essentially, what their psychology is hinting at below the surface, that it's not actually the greatest thing. But the bottom line is, if she's not ready to settle down, then it doesn't even matter if you are Tyrone. She may play with you, but that doesn't mean she's going to be loyal. Because just like it is for men, when it's only about sex, women are just as likely to go for physical attraction over your amazing personality when it's just about women. And that's not to say you can't get a woman if you're ugly AF, but you're going to have to work on your seduction skills if you just want someone who's just into hooking up. But these first 2 reasons mean that if you are getting rejected, it might not be because of where you're at or who you are. It might be because of where she's at and who she is. Now, if you just want went, then yeah, that might be disappointing. But if you're actually looking for a long-term relationship with a high-value woman that you want to spend your days and nights with, then you're not missing out by missing out on those 2 types of women. I mean, really, ask yourself, do you want a delusional woman? Do you want a promiscuous woman? No, that's not the kind of woman or girl you want to settle down with. Settling down without settling. So this brings us to what happens if it's you. Now, if you are getting rejected by the keepers, then it might be something you are doing. Why you fail at getting women when it's you is because of lack of confidence. And if you've allowed these delusional, promiscuous women who've rejected you to affect your self-esteem, it's no wonder you lack confidence. Lack of confidence shows up in your body language, your voice, eye contact, and hesitation, amongst other things, as you probably know. Essentially, it shows up in all the ways you present yourself to the world. And yes, I do have a confidence solution for you coming up. Now, along the same lines, if you are feeling a lack of confidence, it's probably because you don't feel worthy, which brings us to the next reason why you're not getting women. You act desperate, needy, or clingy. When you feel like you're not worthy of her and that she might be out of your league, then you try extra hard, and that just comes across as insecure. If you put her on a pedestal, she will look down on you. Trying too hard or acting desperate or needy can look like always initiating contact, being way too complimentary, agreeing with everything she says, being way too available. Now again, if this is you, stick with me. Now, the next reason why you fail at getting women could be because it's not you or her. She's just not that into you. Now, hold up. Don't run away. Let's explore. If she's not interested, it could be for a variety of reasons. It could be timing. She might really be focused on her studies and truly not want to be in a relationship. She might be taking care of a sick family member and not have the emotional capacity to be in a relationship. She might have gone through a breakup or maybe is going through a breakup and wants to give herself a break before even considering another relationship. You might not be her type. Just because you like the look of her doesn't mean she likes the look of you. So what? Or if you've been engaging, she might have discovered something about you that doesn't align with her beliefs, values, or long-term goals. This is something you should be watching for as well when you're meeting women and getting to know them. And if that's the case, she's doing you a favor. You don't want to be with someone who doesn't match up with your beliefs, values, and long-term goals because you're just asking for suffering and probably a future breakup. And it's often men who ignore these aspects because they're focused on, I like the look of her, I'm attracted to her, there's chemistry. Or maybe she's having a bad day, or she's on the rag, or whatever. It doesn't matter. But if you do worry about it, and you do lack confidence, and you do tend to act too interested when she throws you a crumb, well, that's something you can work on. You can work on the reasons why you fail at getting women. Now, how do you boost confidence and become less needy or act less needy? 1, you get my instant confidence cheat sheet. 2, watch my mega confidence playlist. And 3, develop habits that will increase your confidence. Interestingly, the habits that help you increase your confidence are nothing to do with women. In fact, the focus on you and improving your life and rounding out your life will not only make you feel more confident and less needy, but it'll also have the side effect of making you more attractive. So if you want to be more confident and less needy, then definitely watch my 9 tiny habits to help you get a girlfriend. And remember, you are the prize. Thanks for being here. God bless.